What's going on, my fellow Hoosiers? It is another beautiful day in Indy. The sun is kind of glowing, the guns are kind of showing, and the beer is certainly flowing. It started out as a very hot day today, but it has cooled down and is quite breezy, which I hope it does not affect the sound. But welcome back to another episode of Klaudless in Indy. I'm Klaudless and I'm in Indy. And fortunately for you, it is another beer review. Run the intro.
Gila Lima Alpha, Klaudless.
Alright, you guys, today I decided to try a little something different. I decided that we were going to take the beer review to the outside bar. And the reason why that is because of this next beer by Sun King called the Fuzzy Fresh. Not sure if I can get that on the camera, but if the camera can't pick it up, I will post it somewhere around here. This is the ale with orange and peach. So it's basically the Fuzzy Fresh is a Fuzzy Navel inspired ale packed with orange and peach character. What's a Fuzzy Navel, you ask? Well, I am a bartender and I do know what the Fuzzy Navel is, and it's basically OJ and a shot of peach schnapps. And that's actually why I have this here on the side, so I can actually make that drink. And then I'm going to compare it to the Fuzzy Fresh by Sun King Brewery. Now I will admit that if you haven't already noticed that I am using an OJ from concentrate. I don't think I've ever had an OJ that I didn't like. So if you're not a fan of concentrate OJ, then you're probably not going to like this, and then I would recommend getting not from concentrate. But first, back to the beer. The Fuzzy Fresh is coming in at an ABV of 5.3 and an IBU of 20. So yes, obviously not going to have a lot of hoppiness to it. I tend to find the beer very refreshing, but of course we're here to do the tasting and not necessarily, just talk about it. But let me see if I can kind of do a rotation of the can there, just so you can see it. I mean, just from the design, you're thinking, oh, you're obviously going to get lots of sweet, juicy citrus flavor. Not juicy like an IPA, but we will see. That being said, let's go on and get to the pour. Of course, for this tasting, I'll be using once again my wine and wine glass. I personally just absolutely love using this glass, mainly because I do not currently have a Teku glass, so this will have to do. Look at that pour, look at that head formation there. Very, very light head. As you can see, it's kind of, I want to say, straw to a light golden color. A light head there. Very good head formation. I did kind of just pull this out of the fridge, maybe I want to say about 5-10 minutes ago. Look at that. And very aromatic. Right on the nose, you're already getting the orange and the peach, which, being a Fuzzy Navel inspired beer, right on the nose. Pun intended. Yeah, so let's get into the sip. Oh, very citrusy indeed. As far as the IBUs, I mean, there's maybe a slight bitterness there, but how do you say, it almost reminds me of a shandy. and I could probably drink this whole glass in one go. Okay, I will admit that in the past I have kind of done so, because of the Sun King beers that I have tried and reviewed so far, this one is one of my favorites. So I want to say, like, the flavor, it almost just stays right there in the middle of the palate, and then slowly works its way to the finish with a bit of a long finish. And the best way I can describe the finish is kind of a citrusy peach, if peach was citrus-y. that's really the best way I can describe it. But I would highly recommend this beer. But with that being said, now let's move over to the cutting board and go ahead and make a Fuzzy Navel with, I'm not sure if if this would be considered a highball glass, or maybe the size of a Collins. I mean, it's not your traditional type of glass, but that's what I had in the kitchen at the moment. So we'll just be using this glass. And of course, I have an orange here that I'll use as a garnish. For my peach schnapps, I have the original, at least I believe it's original, the Cooper, however you pronounce that. Who, if I am correct and I'm not mistaken, they were the ones who invented, if not made popular, the Fuzzy Navel. And then of course I'm just using, as I said before, some concentrate pulp-free OJ from Meyer. Like I said, if you're not a big fan of concentrate, you're probably not going to like this. My wife wasn't a big fan of it. And if that's the case, then I would recommend the not from concentrate. Let's get on to making this drink. Alright, so I already have my cup of ice. It's pretty much half full. It's melted a tiny bit because it is a little cold. I mean, not cold. It's a little chilly now, but it's still pretty warm out here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my jigger, which is a 15 mil and a 30 mil, or a half ounce and a 1 ounce. And I'm going to take the 1 ounce side and put that in the glass first. Now, really, however much of the peach schnapps liqueur you want, that's up to you. But me, I personally will do an ounce and a half. Bam. That's all you need to do. And then fill the rest with OJ. Bam. And then, personally, I'm just gonna, mix it up a little bit, stir it up. And then, no drink, no cocktail is complete without the garnish. Get myself an orange wedge, or half orange wheel. Bam, there you go. Maybe I can fill that up a tiny bit more, and you have yourself a Fuzzy Navel. Simple. You've probably also heard of the Hairy Navel, and that's simply the Fuzzy Navel, but with vodka. So let me go ahead and give this a taste, and then we'll compare it to the Fuzzy Fresh by Sun King. Oh yeah. Now to me, it's just very refreshing. And normally your OJ is going to be slightly acidic, and I don't know, maybe with the ice and maybe a combination of the ice and the peach schnapps, but I feel that the sweetness of the liqueur and maybe even the ice actually kind of bring that acidity way down, making it a smooth, refreshing drink, similar to this beer. And now that I've tasted that, we're gonna go back to the Fuzzy Fresh and kind of compare. I'm gonna say that this is obviously beer. It obviously tastes like beer. You know, but you know, you're like I said, you're still getting those orange and peach flavors. Hell, this might even be good over some ice. I don't know. I personally have never had beer on the rocks before, but I've seen and know plenty of people who do it. And if that's your bag, then go for it. But I personally like these both. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the glass just so we can go ahead and look at that. Look at that. Let's if hopefully the wind doesn't blow my can away. We're gonna go ahead and cut an orange. Garnish on top of that. Bam. Look at that. Right there. We've got the Fuzzy Fresh Fuzzy Navel Cocktail inspired beer. And of course, the Fuzzy Navel. I'm Klaudless, and I'm in Indy, and I just reviewed the Fuzzy Fresh Ale. Fuzzy Fresh Ale with orange and peach. Pretty much a Fuzzy Navel inspired cocktail. And, shit, just lost my train of thought. Anyways, there you have it. The Fuzzy Fresh by Sun King Brewery. And then the Fuzzy Navel. I'm Klaudless, and I'm in Indy. And, yeah, that's pretty much my story. I'm sticking to it. I highly recommend both these drinks. I believe that the Fuzzy Fresh, at least according to the Sun King Brewery website, is available between April and July, which is a perfect time for that beer to be available. A great, refreshing, light beer for those hot, sunny days. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, cheers, slancha, zdrovia, salud, prost, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.